live? Oh, we are live. Oh my goodness.
We're live. Hey everybody, welcome to the pilot episode of Driving with Miss Lucy. We're heading down 75 right now. I got in the car with me Brian Franklin, health insurance agent with Earp Enterprises. We figured we'd just jump on here real quick and kind of launch this thing. So, Brian, introduce yourself. Tell people a little bit about yourself.
Hey guys, my name is Brian Franklin. A lot of you know me because I stalk Miss Lucy everywhere she goes, everywhere that Mark goes. I'm a Lucy groupie. Hashtag Lucy groupie. I make that a thing. You should make that a thing. And we are driving to a senior expo, and we're going to just take this time to, hey man, I'm just excited to be on the first episode. Like, this is an honor. This is really cool. Mark invited me, and I'm like, yeah man, heck yeah, I'll go wherever you go, man. Yo, Mark, thank you for inviting me. Look at your hat. Look at your glasses. Oh my lord.
How you like that, man?
Oh my lord.
Shout out to Professor Victorious. He's one that kind of really brought out the steampunk in me. You guys are going to see a lot more from him in the months to come. Making some big changes with my promotion, everything else of myself and of course Lucy. But let's talk a little bit about health insurance, Brian. What do you think?
Let's talk about health, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the fun. All right, I'm joking. So health insurance, everyone needs it. No one likes it, but I believe that we are the experts in it, and we can give you an unbiased opinion of health insurance in this area. A lot of times when people talk about health insurance, it's a snore fest, or they got this charlatan guy who only works with one company, and these people will push something and only have this one opportunity. So their whole thing is buy this, buy this. But what you need to know is that there are a lot of options for health insurance in this area. And, may not be the most comprehensive in the country, but there are still options for people. And, things like the things that people don't understand, like co-insurance, man. Like, co-insurance. How many people do you know about co-insurance that aren't agents?
Well, there's people that know about it, but don't really understand what it is and how it works.
So how would you explain co-insurance?
Co-insurance to me is, well, you kind of put it with deductible. So you had a $5,000, for example, say you got a $5,000 deductible with 80/20 co-insurance. So what it means is that I hear from people, so you mean it's going to cost me $10,000 before the insurance company covers anything? No, that's not the case. With your $5,000 deductible, you have $5,000 of out-of-pocket expense, which you can also, if your agent is any good, should be having you covered with some sort of supplemental ancillary product. But the 80/20 is once you reach that deductible amount, the insurance company starts kicking in and pays 80% if you're on an 80/20. Okay, that means you're only responsible for 20% of your medical cost. All right, that's up to another $5,000. All right, so you need to do the math. So if you have a $5,000 for 80/20 co-insurance, you actually have to have up to $40,000 in medical expense before you get to that second level before you get through the second level of the co-insurance.
All right. So real quick, I just want to say this. Most people, when they hear all that, they go, it's still so confusing. It's still the very basic of this idea, if you would agree, Mark, is that when it comes to deductibles and co-pays and co-insurance, is how the insurance company is splitting the cost of your medical bills with you, right? And what happens with a lot of people, they may have, great co-pays, but the deductible may be high, a little higher deductible. Or they may have a low deductible, but the co-insurance is a little more than they would like it. So when you're looking at your health insurance, you may get a flat fee for one thing, but another thing, you get a surprise bill if no one told you about it. So the cool thing is that we know what we're talking about. We know how those things work. So even if you have a group plan from your job, if you have anyone that has health insurance and they're like, I don't really know what I have, I think a great idea is to call an agent. We're not even talking about signing up for anything. This is more or less, hey, could you tell me what I have and how it works for each thing? Would you agree? That makes sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I mean, when he says talking about call an agent, I'm not talking about an agent that just want to wham, bam, slam, sell you a policy. You need an agent that is going to educate you. It's going to make sure that when they're done talking to you, you know what your coverages are. You understand the policy. You understand everything. All your questions are answered. And that you have a comfortable feeling knowing that you're on the best plan possible. That they spent their time. They didn't just wham, bam, slam, and here, 5 minutes later, after you give them their information, they're quoting you a policy. You need to know that they took their time and really did their homework and got the best policy possible for you. And that's what both Brian and I do. You can kind of consider, in some aspects, you can kind of consider me and Brian being competitors. But at the same token, we're both with Earp Enterprises. We both work really well together. There's things that I have an issue with that, Brian might know a little bit more information on, that we help each other. So make sure that your agent is somebody that you are number one in their mind. Not sales, but education is number one in your mind.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. I know some of you guys probably know a handyman or a carpenter, somebody that's good with their hands. And have you ever heard someone that works in that industry say, when they go to fix a mistake, you call them over to the house and you say, hey, I'm having this particular problem. And they go to fix it and they go, the guy that was here before me did a shoddy job. And now I have to fix all those crazy mistakes. I think when it comes to the insurance industry, it's one of those things that unless you're in it, that's the only way that you're going to be, truly an expert at it. But even as a consumer and as a client, you can have a really good basis and understanding. But these guys, man, they put people in situations that are almost impossible to get out of sometimes. And if you don't have someone who really knows what they're talking about, willing to research, willing to show you the black, I tell people show the black and white. Where the form.
I love that saying.
Show me the black and white. Show me this is what it is. Show me where it was written with what you're talking about. And just the understanding of with this industry and with insurance, no one likes it, but everybody needs it. I have a guy that I just talked to a couple days ago, and he's from Germany. Okay, for a procedure that he was getting there for about $4,000 before the insurance even kicked in. Over here is like $27,000. Same exact. Everything is the same, right? 2 first world countries. Now, we figured out how to get him into an insurance plan where it took care of that. Where it was like, okay, boom, we can get that back down. We cover you, the whole family. And I'm saying, man, he didn't know where to even start. Never heard of a copay. Never heard of most of the stuff that I was talking about. So they're just really cool, man. But off of the goofy stuff, let's take a moment. Let's ask Mark. Let's throw a Mark on the spot real quick. Mark, tell us one thing that very few people know about you. Boom.
One thing that very few people know about me?
Yeah. I want to give me some marks other than obviously you love steampunk and that your hat and glasses are fly.
Well, let's. I guess one thing not a lot of. Well, depends on how well you know me. That I'm very much of a comic book nerd. I love 2 things that I love to combine. I love to play chess, and of course I love comic books. I have 3 full chess sets. I mean everything, both sides for 3 full chess sets that are all DC or Marvel superhero characters. That the Hulk, Thor, Iron Man, Avengers, all that. I mean, one set is the Avengers set, the other set is the X-Men set, and the third set is with Spider-Man. It has all the characters both on the hero side and the villain side.
Hey, real quick, guys, if you're watching this, quick question. I want you to type in what Marvel or DC superhero does Mark remind you of? Okay. Who is Mark to you? All right.
Oh,
yo,
man.
I think that's a great question. If Mark was a superhero, all right, then don't be funny because we'll block you now. But you don't. We will block you. We will block you. We will block you. Block you. But listen, if you know Mark at all to any level, if you think of a superhero, I want you to comment a superhero that you would tie to Mark, okay? I'm gonna go first. Let me think. I think I'm cheating here because I think he has a ring for this, but it's the first thing that popped in my head. I'm gonna be honest. I thought Green Lantern. Yeah, so look at the ring, Green Lantern ring. Yay! Yeah, so, but all right. Other than him having the ring, so that association, I thought Green Lantern because what a great backstory, and you have the superhero that extends to other people. So it's like the idea of like, yo, it's ever going. And Mark puts a lot of he extends his energy to others. So it's like it's not just a him thing; it's the whole team. He's very much individually great, but he's also great in a team. So I think that works well because you don't have like a loner personality like Batman or whatever. So I think Mark is a Green Lantern type of guy. So real quick, once again, if you're just joining us, this is Mark and Brian. We're driving with Miss Lucy. We are in Southwest Florida on our way to a senior expo. We're talking about comics, chess, and health insurance at this point.
Yeah.
And we're just vibing with you guys, and please share. We're trying to do something different. This is our pilot episode. It would be super great to have you guys. It'd be super great to have you guys share and connect with what we're doing, because one day when Mark is super famous and he has all these videos out, you want to be one of the people saying, oh my goodness, I always supported you in your insurance and podcast journey. You're so awesome, Mark. And he would thank you.
Hey, it's all not just about me. I mean, you can say the same thing about Brian. I've learned a lot from Brian. Learned a lot from everybody at Earp, including Del Earp, Paul Hunter. I think I've seen his name on there.
Paul is watching. Paul.
Hey, Paul, what's up, buddy?
Paul.
I've learned a lot from you all, and I really appreciate it. You know, and I'm trying to pay it forward. This industry is amazing. So if you know an agent, if you are an agent, or if you know somebody that would like to get started in this business, I'm telling you, Earp Enterprises is the place to start. Del is amazing with the support and the knowledge he gives to his agents. I'm sure Brian can attest to that too.
Yeah, man. You know what? The insurance industry is so crazy. Like you get your license, right? And you have this piece of paper that says that you are qualified to have certain conversations because you've studied, you passed pre-licensing tests, you've passed the actual test, you're doing constant CEs and videos, and then boom, what do you do with this license? People take it to many organizations. You work for the big guys, you know, you work for the small guys, you work for the agencies, but it is a whole nother ball game when you are an insurance agent for yourself.
An independent independent insurance broker. You're not an agent.
IADPDENT. I don't know, I spelled it wrong already, but it's when you're an independent agent, it's like, man, you know, I was a captive agent at one point, and it was crazy because you would talk to people and you would have this product, and you know, or a whole book of products. Some of them were really, really great. Some of them not so great. But no matter what, you always had to push those things. So that's what captive agents do. They have to, hey, this is what I have.
They have one product to talk about, and I don't care what company it is. There's differences in the products. There's good things. There's bad things about it. But when you only have one product that you can offer, the shortcomings that product might have or the issues that product might have, you don't have any other place to turn. So being an independent agent, you get appointed by multiple companies that, you know, whatever the issue the client has is, you know, you have other options to help resolve their problems. That's the important thing about being an independent broker.
Hey, we had Ashley Duckett on here. She said, good morning.
Hey,
good morning, Ashley.
Ashley is with We Insure. She's an amazing P&C agent that, you know, another person that, you know, is in my realm of influence, you know, that, see, we could do a whole lot more than just health insurance. So, I mean, we have so many contacts that are out there. Ashley is just one of mine. She is amazing.
Ashley is dope. She's a P&C broker, right?
Yep.
Again, broker. This is a whole nother bar. Listen, guys, I'm trying to tell you, the concept of being a broker and being independent is so slept on. I mean, as a professional, would you rather have somebody that's a one-trick pony pushing a product, or would you have someone that has accessibility, versatility, professionalism, education on a slew of products and be able to see what fits you perfectly? And I just tell you what, man, it is Earp Enterprise. Earp Enterprise is what got me in line with that. Because prior to that, I was a guy answering phone calls. Hey, do you want? No, boom. Okay, well, now it's more or less I can go to the person and work for them. What do you want? How can I
get that, man, because I was a captive agent with Aflac when I started all this, and talking about having a limited, walking into a business, trying to talk to them about, you know, ancillary benefits, and most people's first question is, oh, I wish you could do health insurance. That's what led me to Earp. I mean, it is an amazing field. It really is. And if you got a work ethic and you want to learn and you want to build a good life, not just for yourself, where you control what you do, I'm telling you, this is a good field to be in.
Hey guys, once again, if you're just joining us, this is Mark and Brian, and right now we are driving with Miss Lucy. Who is Miss Lucy? Who's Miss Lucy? People don't see who's in the car. They don't know who Miss Lucy is. Who's Miss Lucy?
Miss Lucy is my big, beautiful black truck.
She is a beauty. She is a beauty. And why is she so special?
Well, when I first bought the truck, the way she got the name Lucy, if you kind of look in the background, you might want to lower the screen a little bit and you can see the pictures in the back window. Maybe they can't, but the reason I named her Lucy is when I've always drove trucks that were, you know, damn near ready to blow up just going down the street. So this is the first truck I had that was, you know, nice looking, that was in good condition, or so I thought. Okay, when I first bought her, I was so excited. Me and my wife get in the truck, go driving around, go to, you know, see family and friends and everything. It seemed like every time I got in this truck for the first 6 months. Nice job, Brian.
I'm sorry. That wasn't the truck. That was Brian.
For the first 6 months I got in this truck, it seemed like every other day something else would break down. So for like the first 2 months, I was continuously in the shop. And I started feeling like Charlie Brown, you know, with Lucy in the football. I'd come up, run and kick the football, and she'd pull it away. Oh, man. That's how she got the name Lucy.
That's a great story. Oh, man. She giveth, and then she taketh away.
Yep.
So we are driving with Miss Lucy, this beautiful truck of his, which she is doing a great job holding us down, crossing my fingers. I've never seen any issues, but the backstory kind of makes me nervous. I'm sweating a little bit. But
nah, she's good, man. Trust me.
She's good. But this is Mark's driving with Miss Lucy. I have the honor of being the first featured guest. And when you watch these videos, you want to laugh.
Hey, there's my mom. Hi, Mom.
Miss Barbara, how you doing, Miss Barbara? How are you? Your son's amazing. He's a cutie pie too.
Yeah.
You
won't even go there, man.
But I believe the purpose of driving with Miss Lucy is the education. It's not only the education part of it, but it's also just to get to know Mark, man. To get to know the person that you guys are referring out to. And hey, we have a legend. We have a legend that just said hello to us. Mr. Hector Reyes.
That's Professor Hectorius. Hey, how you doing, buddy? The man that's gonna just really change me and change Lucy.
Oh man, Miss Lucy gonna have the most beautiful makeover. Oh man, she gonna be fly. She already fly, but she about to do some amazing futuristic time traveling. Oh man, that's not like I'm still learning about this stuff. Woo!
It's in the center. There you go, dude.
It is in the center. There we go. Brian's still learning something.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about Professor Hectorius.
Tell us about
Hector Reyes. Is an amazing steampunk artist.
That he is.
If you guys get a chance to stop by his shop, I mean, he has some amazing works of art that he's doing. There's one that I personally love. That it's a grandfather clock. And I'm telling you, it is totally steampunked out. It is amazing. He has so much stuff there in his shop that he is so much worth the time going over and having a look at. He's like I said, he's amazing. He's Professor Hectorius. Oh man, I'm just telling you, you got to check this guy out.
Yeah, man. Like I got to check his shop out, and there's magic happening there. There's like a mix of science and magic. Now, personally, if you guys know me, the art community is a really big thing to me. I love creatives. people putting things together. I feel like the 2-year-old when they put their head like this on the pictures. When a toddler takes a selfie, like, hey, my head is half in. Okay, there we go. Or the grandpa when like it's just the eye. Hey guys, how you doing? You know, boom. But yeah, just Professor Hectorius and his shop and what he's doing is going to be really great. I don't think that we're dealing with local greatness here. I think this is going to be something that, you know, just checking out his website. They just released his website. I don't know if he's on here. If he's still on here, he can share his website link on the comments for you guys to check that out. But yeah, we're talking like big, major stuff. Very professional, very clean look. Very something that you're gonna want in your business or in your home. And that's really cool. It seems we've been on this live for I don't know how long at this moment, but a lot of your friends have already, you know, who are business owners and creators have already jumped on here. That is awesome, man. That is awesome. Driving with Miss Lucy.
We're at the location, man. So
we're at the location. So you'll see some live videos with us later on. We are about to be parking soon, getting set up for a senior expo. Once again, thank you, Hector, for sharing. Thank you for sharing your web address on there. If you guys are watching, please check this out. Once again, my name is Brian Franklin. I'm a featured guest, the first featured guest, yeah, buddy, on Driving with Ms. Lucy, starring my man Mark Jacobs with MJ Benefits. Round of applause, round of applause, round of applause, round of applause.
All right, everybody, I thank you for watching. Look for more of these in the future. If you're a small business owner, would like to take a trip with me, just cruising with Lucy, please, you know, drop me a line, send me a private, you know, a message, something. We'll see what we can get started. So thank you much for watching.